when you find out your best friend has been copying your entire skincare routine and claiming she created it. I was scrolling through TikTok when I saw my best friend Mia's face pop up on my feed. She had 200K followers and was doing this whole skincare routine video. I watched her put on this face mask, use some serum, and talk about how she discovered this amazing combination that cleared up her skin. The problem? I had been doing that exact routine for 2 years and taught it to her when she complained about her acne. At first I thought maybe I was overreacting. Like, lots of people use face masks and vitamin C serum, right? But then she started talking about this specific brand of retinol that I special ordered from Korea. The same one I showed her last summer when she slept over at my house. She even did the same application technique I taught her, tapping it into her skin instead of rubbing. I called her immediately. She answered all bubbly and excited. I was like, hey, I just saw your TikTok, and she goes, oh my god, isn't it amazing? I've gained like 5,000 followers just today. Then she starts telling me about how brands want to sponsor her now, and how she's thinking about starting her own skincare line. I asked her where she got the idea for that routine. She got quiet for a second, then said she'd been experimenting for months and figured it out through trial and error. I literally felt my stomach drop. This girl had been using my mom's CeraVe cleanser and drugstore moisturizer before I helped her. The next day I went to her house. Her mom let me in and I went straight to her bathroom. There on her counter was every single product I had recommended, in the exact same order I told her to use them, even down to the little glass dropper bottle for mixing oils that I got her for her birthday. She had literally recreated my entire setup. When Mia came home, I confronted her. I showed her screenshots of her videos and pointed to each product, asking when exactly she discovered them. She kept making up these elaborate stories about researching ingredients and finding reviews online. But I knew she was lying because one of the products was a limited edition from a small company that only sold through their website for like 2 weeks. Then she said something that made me see red. She goes, well, even if you did recommend some stuff, I'm the one who made it work and figured out the right amounts. I literally had written down the exact measurements for her on a sticky note that was still on her mirror. I decided to test her. I asked what the third step was and why she did it that way. She confidently said it was the niacinamide serum to reduce pore size. Wrong. The third step was actually the hyaluronic acid to prep for moisture. The niacinamide came fifth. She had memorized the order wrong and didn't even understand why she was doing each step. That's when I realized she wasn't just copying my routine. She had been filming herself doing it wrong and giving bad advice to thousands of people. I felt bad for her followers who were probably breaking out because she told them to use retinol and vitamin C together in the morning, which is literally what you're never supposed to do. I told her she needed to give me credit or take the videos down. She laughed and said I couldn't prove anything. She was right about that, but I had something better. I had been documenting my skincare journey on my private Instagram for 3 years. Photos, dates, product reviews, everything, including the conversation screenshots where I recommended each product to her with timestamps. I made my Instagram public and posted a story explaining the whole situation. I didn't tag her or say her name, but I showed side-by-side comparisons of her routine and my old posts. The timestamps made it obvious who was copying who. Her followers started finding my page and realizing what happened. The best part was when one of the brands she was trying to get sponsored by reached out to me instead. Turns out they had been following my skincare content for months before they even knew she existed. They offered me the partnership she had been begging for. Mia tried to say I was jealous and bitter, but the evidence was everywhere. Her follower count started dropping when people realized her advice was inconsistent and sometimes dangerous. She eventually had to admit in a video that she got help developing her routine, but she never mentioned my name. We haven't talked since then.